The sun hangs in the sky, bringing us memories of warmth and better times. It reminds us no matter how dark and bleak things can get, they have been and will be good again. That brightness will return life to the land, and that there is goodness in the least expected places. Tonight, we step back out of the fog machine mists of Baraveia to a time before our current, to a place where the sun yet shines and goodness may yet prevail. Presented for the approval of the Darkwave powers, we're going to present our first flashback, The Nightmare Before Baraveia. Good evening, folks. As always, I am Matt, your killer GM. We're going to be doing something a little bit different tonight, working with some friends here, and we're going to get a little bit of a different perspective on things, see what life is like outside of Baraveia a little bit. Uh, First of all, we're going to go over to Christy and see how you're doing tonight and give us a little bit of taste of who you're playing this evening.
Hi, I'm Christy. If you ever watched the stream before, Polish Christy on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. Tonight, I'm playing Tula Su. She is a beautiful celestial ray henshin, shiny blue, really long ears, really long horns that have gold hoops all the way down them. She wears the equivalent of what Ariel wore when she washed up on the beach for the first time, like the sheet and ropes wrapped around her. And she's always accompanied by her little astral squirrel named Happy.
Little
Yep.
jittery happy. So good. Excellent, excellent. Looking forward to getting to know Tulasu a little more tonight. And then we will come to Corey. Corey, you're not playing Callie tonight. Who are you playing?
No, this time I am playing Felix Fortescue, also known as the Wild Strider. He is a shifter, also a power henshin, who is basically, he is the son of a wealthy businessman who attempted to, and this businessman once attempted to burn down the great forest that lies outside of Vector Valley in order to build some new facilities for his business. However, his son Felix intercepted that plan, and now his father is angry with him. He disowned him, cut him off from the family fortune, and as a result, he no longer has access to the wealth that he once had. But what he does have access to is a recaster, which was granted to him by the guardian of the Great Forest named Therion Prime, who gave him this recaster because he was impressed by his actions in saving the Great Forest. So now he wields the power of the wilderness to fight for the balance of nature as the Wild Striker.
Excellent. An eco defender, the Wild Striker. And we have someone new to the stream tonight, somebody who's been nice enough to guest on with us. Welcome, Nala.
Hi.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and who you're playing tonight.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nala. I also go by Jaden. Either name's fine. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me on Twitter at Nala Woo. Nala, Nala, like Lion King, and Woo, W-U. Instagram, I'm Nala Draws, and I'm Nala Draws pretty much everywhere else. I am an artist. I draw stuff. Tonight, I'll be playing a Goliath barbarian named Marvin Goldslinger. She is an ex-arena fighter. She used to be really big in sort of organized fighting events for entertainment purposes, kind of gladiatorial style, but not. It's not killing. It wasn't to kill. It was just to knock out.
Okay.
She left after some controversy that took down this other big name in the fighting ring. But anyway, she left to sort of return back to her roots and trying to figure out who she is and where she came from, because when she was young, she lost her entire tribe of Goliath to a forest fire. So she's just trying to figure out and reground herself and to figure out like who she really is supposed to be.
Yeah, and in this particular version of her story, it seems like
Yes.
she has found some purpose in defending Vector Valley, and uh,
Yes.
maybe has found some family doing that. Hopefully,
Yes.
cool.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see. I'm making no judgments here, you know. And of course, last but never, certainly the least, is our good friend Pope.
Hey everybody, Pope here. We're gonna try something new. This is my first time in the history of anything playing a half elf.
Yes, come to the dark side.
I love
So
half elves.
we'll see what happens, how long this, frail, dexterous individual does. Lucas Ebonware, a book nerd and avid reader and digger of lore, who alternate form, well, it's a bit more outgoing than Lucas. Um, Fights for justice against pollution and a few other things. We'll just say colors black, red, and green.
There we go. All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and get things started. We start off in Vector Valley. It's a wonderful place. The sun is shining. There's a couple lines that skirt through the sky, but that's par for the course. Nothing too bad. And you see your cars going around, people on the street going about their day to day. It's the start of the holidays. People are starting to get into shopping and going and getting gifts and making preparations for travel and all that little stuff that you do. So, what I would want to know first is what would everybody be doing today?
Well, Tula would probably be walking the streets with Happy, just giving happy smiles to everyone around her.
And what does Tula do for a living, just out of curiosity?
Well, she is an acolyte of now Alpha Z, but most of the time Ross. So she tries to help. I see her just donating all of her time to those in need, and she's always just there to try and make it's not a mistake, it's a happy accident.
There we go. Love it. Love that. So Tula's going about her day with Happy, trying to help out little bits and pieces where she can, and provide that ministry. Felix, you look like you got something to say. What's going on?
Well, I would say that, Felix is probably, he's probably, going around buying gifts, depending on what time of day it is, of course. By day, he works as a delivery guy. So he's probably, going around, he actually might be going and delivering things, like giving, people shipping gifts to and from each other. He might be say driving some cargo around, perhaps.
Okay. All right, so he's delivering stuff from day to day. Now, is he delivering? Does he have a truck or a bike, or how is he doing that?
I would say he probably. I'd say he probably has maybe. He seems more like a bike kind of guy, but probably like a motorcycle or something.
Okay, so he probably got an electric bike that he's scooting around on.
Like one of those scooter things,
there you go.
What Peter Parker was using in Spider-Man.
Oh gosh. Little Vespa type thing going on.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. All right. Lucas, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Currently working the counter at Ray's Occult Books. Just handling mostly phones given the time of day. We've got a couple of our regulars, but not much. I mean, this time of week, deliveries aren't due until Tuesday.
That's fair. That's fair. Got to kind of let things go. You get that one guy who's calling in again, wondering if you've got that unabridged version of A Christmas Carol.
Who would want to read that?
Oh, there's unabridged and unabridged, and the standard unabridged we usually have, but then the unabridged version, well, that's a collector's item, and unless one of the current owners dies and we finds out about it, not so much.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. All right, and Marvin, what are you doing on this fine day?
Well, depending again on what time of day it is, I'm probably shopping maybe with Tula. Is that your character's name? Tula. I don't know. I'm not really looking for anything in particular. Probably just I don't know. I'm just along for the ride, I suppose.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, there's things where you might help people with a couple bundles of packages, or watch somebody's kid while they go into window.
Oh,
shopping.
definitely. If there's like anybody who needs help carrying stuff, I'm very big and strong. Yeah, I'm probably I'm well over 6 feet, probably close to 7 feet tall. Gray blue skin, big
Yeah.
girl.
Absolutely, and it's not out of place in Vector Valley at all. There's all sorts that live around here, and honestly, it's a little homey for you because there'll be places where there are actually crystals glowing out of the ground, and they sometimes are embedded in the sides of buildings, or there might even be just entire blooms, like crystal gardens that happen around here. So you're all going about your day, answering phones, delivering packages, just being general do-gooders around the community, when your recasters give that familiar beep 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 beep.
Okay, so of course, Felix just immediately oh man, hold on a minute. She sort of slides off, maybe into an alley or somewhere where it's kind of hidden, and flips it open and goes, "All right, what's going on? Let's see what's what kind of message."
We need you guys all at the command center. There's something happening. We're trying to get a word.
All right, I'm on my way. And so he closes it and heads over to this command center.
Sure.
Do they warp us there, or do we have to get there ourselves?
You're gonna have to get there on your own. Unfortunately, the teleporters have been on the fritz for the past few weeks. So
yeah, I figure. So yeah, he goes full speed out of the way. Of course, he calls his boss and tells him something just came up. I'm sorry, I gotta. But, it's an emergency.
And any reply he has is completely shut off as you close your phone up and head out.
Yeah, exactly. It's emergency. Wait.
As soon as the recaster beeps, Tula goes, "Marvin,
Yes?
we have something to do. Will you?" And she goes to climb on Marvin's back. So she
I lean down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lean down. Yeah.
Okay. And she just climbs up there, and then Happy on her shoulder, who can actually speak, says, "Smooth, boss."
And I'll just say, let's go.
Mhm.
And I will take off running towards the headquarters.
Yeah, and as you're doing that, you see emerging from the alleys beside you, your robotic bear companion.
Yes.
And some people gasp and shout
Yes.
as this thing lopes along with you.
Her name's Neela.
Neela.
Oh,
There you go.
cute.
Excellent. All right. Lucas.
How big is this bear?
Oh, not quite as big as you, but still pretty big.
Okay. Big girl.
Yes, Neela, big girl.
With that, just look around, make his way to the back of the bookstore, just holler out loudly, "Ray, I've got the thing!" And then hops down a fireman's pole into the sewers, hops onto his motorcycle, and then peels off through the sewers to get to the sensor.
Good.
Ray kind of looks down, flicks his cigarette down into the hole. I hate it when he does that. All right. And so, through your various methods, driving, running, or, motorbiking through the sewers, you arrive at the command center on the outskirts of Vector Valley. It's already there are your team's leaders. They are Winifred and Chris are their names. And they are a bit of an item. It's no secret. They stopped it from being a secret quite a while ago. And they're already getting ready, and oh, great, you're here. Thank goodness. Come on. We've got looks like we've got a situation brewing.
What's up? What's happening?
And they pull up a monitor, typing on some keys. You know that there are several small drones that are kind of constantly flitting about Vector Valley, keeping an eye on things for suspicious activity. In this case, suspicious activity appears to be some massive pile of gifts in a humanoid shape, wreaking havoc in the Vector Valley Mall.
Oh no!
All
those shoppers!
Indeed. It's going to be very, very problematic.
Like, I don't know.
And they point, and you see on top of the creature's head, at least you think it's a creature, it's as close as you can get, there appears to be like this big rotating reflective globe. And Chris kind of looks at you. It appears our old foe, Dr. Disco, is at it again.
Dr. Disco, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What is he doing this time? Like, okay, so clearly we've got gifts turning on people. This isn't cool, dude.
No, it's awful. We're going to need to put a stop to it. And once we can stop this, we'll have to figure out if he's nearby, I suppose.
Enough chatter, more smashing.
I'll drink to that one.
I like how you think, Lucas.
All right, then. Well, let's suit up. And they pull out their recasters and kind of like tap some complex sequence into them. And there's that familiar flash of light, and they have transformed into the Valorous Unicorn and the Fighting Griffin.
Right. And so, like, Wild Strider, like, his recaster's like in his watch, right? So he, like, sort of turns it around, and it lets out this green pulse of energy that, like, turns into, like, these metal green and black plates that, like, form over him. And so he's like, all right, Wild Strider, go wild! And he, like, just turns into this, this armor that looks kind of like a panther type thing that's like green and black, same color as his Zord. It was a Prowler. So yeah, like, come on, Prowler, let's do this. And he like sort of hops on its back, and they like run off toward Yeah, you said this was the mall, right? Where this was
Yep.
happening?
Yep,
Yeah,
at
it's
the
the
Vector Valley Mall.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Tula will take the time to put on her armor, and all she does is hold her recaster up to her heart and just takes a deep breath. And soon you see her armor is just the same shade color as her skin, only all across it are wispy white pearlescent streaks like clouds. And Happy the whole time just stays right here, never moving.
Marvin will pull out her glaive, and I imagine it's got some sort of like extender thing, so it's like good for travel. And so she presses the button, and it extends out, and she flourishes it around, and magical light. You know, this is like in the TV shows, totally. And she has transformed into her armor.
Cool.
I imagine is very woodsy, like lots of browns, earth tones, battle ready.
Cool. Does it like have like bear jaws coming up along the sides where to enclose the visor, or?
Yeah, sure. That's dope as hell. Yeah.
Sweet.
It's bear themed. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
Got like claws coming off on the.
Oh
on the
yeah,
hands.
yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then are you gonna like mount up on Neela, or?
Is Neela big enough for me to ride?
Yes.
Then sure, yes, I'm riding the bear.
Or, like,
100%.
Neela could like even like the paws fold back and it gets wheels and she transforms into like this cool
Oh, nice.
motorcycle thing.
Yes. Bear motorcycle. Yes.
There you go.
I hop on my bear bike and I
That's like every power.
Yes.
Dun,
drive away.
Sweet. Lucas.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Brings up fist with the skull ring.
Ooh.
And, vile acts beget vile deeds. And everything just goes black, and then there's just these two neon green angel wings that flutter up and then wrap around and then do that classic anime like burst into like balls.
Yes.
Nice.
And they're with a red visor, this black and green almost Tron-like outfit. Stands the toxic angel.
That is so cool.
Ooh.
So nice.
And in all of this, the bike starts to change and have neon green go along the sides, and then hits the kickstand, hits it, green flames shoot out the back, and he's on the bike running off.
Perfect.
We're gonna say that I jumped on Neela with Marvin.
Yes.
And I want to make one caveat too, that her helmet
Mhm.
has space for her ears and her horns. It's
Oh,
not
Yes.
completely separate.
Totally. Yeah. You are joined by the Valorous Unicorn and the Fighting Griffin. They are riding a unicorn and griffin respectively. Unicorn's got like rocket hooves, and the griffin is just moving like a jet fighter more than anything else. And so, with such aplomb and style, you all travel to the Vector Valley Mall, receiving cheers as you go along the way. You are, of course, known quantities in the city. People have been saved by you time and again over the years, so it's not an unusual thing to get recognized. You reach the mall, and there are several leisure suit wearing thugs that charge out to meet you. Unicorn and Griffin quickly swoop in to deal with the disco bandits, and to give you all the room to head in and deal with the monster inside.
All right.
So how do you want to do this?
So what's so you're saying that like Unicorn and the other guy,
Griffin?
basically,
No, what was it?
Griffin.
Yeah.
Griffin, Unicorn and Griffin just they're taking care of the bandits, right?
Yeah, they're taking care of like essentially the minions outside.
The henchmen, right? They're like the little putty patrol type guys. So, well, in that case, Wild Strider, he's still riding on the back of Prowler, and so he's gonna have him just like leap over, like into the mall where the monster is, just like sort of crash through one of the windows, and and he just sort of like lands there in front of it, and so, and he's got his sword out.
Cool.
He's getting ready to fight this thing.
All right. Who's next?
How is the mall set up?
So the mall is it's got 3 floors. Centered around that main plaza court area, and then it kind of has like 4 spokes going off to the various shops and stores. There is one big main entrance from one of those spokes that leads into the center of the mall proper.
Okay. Do we know where the monster is currently located?
It looks like the monster is making its way towards the plaza at the center of the mall.
From which direction?
From the main entrance.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And we are entering from the main entrance?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, if it's like headed towards the plaza, then I'm probably like just sort of riding alongside the thing, and yeah.
Will my bear bike fit inside?
100%.
Oh, totally. Okay, so I'm gonna try and outrun it to get around to the front to block it off. Have people been evacuated yet?
People are evacuating themselves.
Okay, cool.
As they are wont to do.
Yeah, because I think my number one goal would be to try and keep this away from the people. Yeah.
That's good. Go ahead and... If you want to try and get out ahead of this thing, I want you to try and roll, let's say, animal handling? To be about right?
Okay, cool. Which probably is not good, because my wisdom's bad. Did you say I can use my dice?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Play with your click-clack rocks.
Okay, that's a 13.
A 13, and your modifier, I believe, is 0.
0, yep. Yeah. That's
okay.
what I said.
So straight up 13.
Yep.
So you're able to keep pace with this thing, but you aren't quite able to juice enough speed out of Neela to get out ahead of it this time.
Okay. Is Tula still riding with me?
Yes.
So the creature is right next to us. We're keeping pace.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Tula is going to stand on Nala's shoulders. Or, I'm sorry, Marvin's shoulders.
Yeah, yes.
And she's going to try to do a fancy, cartwheel in the air onto the creature's back.
Okay.
Good stuff.
That's an acrobatics check, please. Let's see. That is a 22, and with a 22, we will say that is good.
Okay. So as soon as she gets on the creature's back, she's like, "Hey, it's the holidays. You're supposed to be calm."
And you hear the tinkling of glass as this thing's head rotates around, even though it has no face. You can tell that it's fixed on you now. And it's...
In that distraction, am I able to pull out in front?
You know what? Yeah, I can give you that.
Okay, cool. I will just peel around and do, I don't know how to drive anything, but, just spin around. And I will take my stance with my glaive and Neela beside me and try and block it from going any further.
Okay. So, like, you're gonna, like, power slide into place.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah, completely, yep.
And then, like, have your glaive out like a lance almost.
Yes,
Sweet.
yeah.
And so you said that it's got like a disco ball hovering over it. You said.
Well,
Something
it's like its head. It's on top.
Okay, right. So while this thing is distracted, Wild Strider is going to like his sword transforms into his blaster rifle, and so he's gonna aim at the disco ball and say, "Party's over, scumbag!" and like start shooting at it. And yeah, so let's see. That would be 3d6 plus 4. I think, yeah, that's about right. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to do that with advantage.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Roll me some damage.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Rolling some damage. That's, see, normally it's supposed to do that by itself.
Well, what you do is you click on the name of the weapon, and then that'll roll it.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see. I think I see what's going on here. I'll just roll it manually. 3d6 plus 4.
It's just boop. Like that.
Plus 4. And, oh yeah, that's right. I get extra attack, too. Because I'm level 5. And, okay, I just shoot him again.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I gotta make another attack, right? Attack roll.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Just roll it. Go. Totally
Oh, nice.
hits for another 4. Okay. So-
14.
Let's see. So you fire at this thing.
Mhm.
And I'm going to roll 2 things.
Did Felix know that I was on its back?
Oh, well, I mean,
That's fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
of course, it's distracted. And besides, you're on its back. I'm just gonna aim at its head.
Lucas, what's your AC?
Current AC is a 20.
20? Okay.
Ooh, nice.
And Marvin, what is your AC?
My AC is 14 according to the sheet.
14. Okay. So, yeah. The bolts reflect off of the ball
Oh no!
and miss Lucas and Marvin.
Like, whoa, that was close.
In that moment, Tula's gonna look down at Marvin and say, "Oh no, we're not gonna let that happen again." And she's gonna cast Shield of Faith on Marvin, and so you'll get a +2 to your AC for I don't remember how long.
It sounds about a minute, probably.
I think
Yeah,
it's a minute.
probably.
Yeah, minute.
As long as you keep concentrating.
This is true.
All right. Cool. Let's get
Yeah, there we go.
Lucas. Do you have something you want to do before we get into the initiative proper here?
As all this chaos is happening, I was figuring, since, yay, being a speed engine,
Mm-hmm.
ramped up on top of the mall with the bike,
Sure.
driving around to the plaza,
Mhm.
and then doing the skid stop on the bike, getting to the edge, and then cartwheeling off through the skylight, down, superhero pose, as the reflected bolt stops right in front of him.
Perfect.
You're picturing the same cartwheel through the air I am. I
Yeah,
swear.
it's just
Yeah.
And
Whoosh.
just descends, 3-point stance, blast, then
Oh, yeah.
stands right up, draws rapier, and just points at it.
How big is this thing, by the way?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's a big one.
It's a
Vegan?
bacon.
It's huge.
Huge.
Before we start, will I be allowed to rage? Or should I wait for initiative?
You know what? I'll allow you to start raging right now. That's fine.
I would like to rage.
So what does your rage look like, Marvin? Please tell me.
Screaming.
Just start
Just
bellowing.
like yeah, screaming. You know, like the typical like kind of thing.
So you're just straight up just hulking up on this.
Yep.
Okay.
Screaming. Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah, shouldn't we have rolled initiative by now? Or
I was alright with letting you guys get a little lick in before this thing got really going. So
okay, that's fine. I was just thinking. I think like how are we keeping track of turns here? But yeah,
we weren't until now.
yeah.
Now.
So let's hit those initiative buttons, kids.
Ha, that is not good.
What'd you end up getting?
Dexterity +1. That's a 5 total for me.
Woo! That happens.
Yeah,
I'm just too busy screaming.
Yeah, mine is 23.
23. Okay. Okay. So I've got 13. Okay, I think I've got it all together. Great. Okay. So, Wild Striker, you got it first.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically do something similar to what Marvin is doing, and I am going to shift into my bestial form. So, of course, most shifters, they just sort of werewolf out, but Wild Strider is a bit different. He shifts while he's in his armor, and this causes him to do one of those things where, like, okay, so out of his Zord's back, it like sort of opens up, and these extra like parts just sort of fly out, and they like fly towards him, and there are these clawed gauntlets that just get on his hands, and he like changes into like this bigger looking version of his black and green armor, and so yeah, that is my bonus action. And so I jump off of the Zord and start shooting at the legs of the creature this time. Let me roll this damage. 1, 2. That's my first attack.
Okay, yeah. Totally hits.
My second attack.
Also hits. 100%.
Oh, nice.
That was nice.
So I'm like shooting at like the leg parts, like specifically at like the hip where it's connected to like the torso of it. See if I can like sort of maybe blow its leg off or something.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you unload into it. And as you do so, the wrapping of the packages starts to like shred as it catches a light. And you see now underneath there's like a bunch of different items kind of like smashed and amalgamated together. And at the center of it is a glowing, humming blade. And it starts to suffuse this creature with an aura, and it stops and it rotates to face you.
I don't like that.
Oh man, this is not good.
Say hello to part 1 of the gift golem.
Gift
Oh,
golem. That's so good.
No.
And it tromps forward, and with one of its packaged and bound arms, it smashes down at you.
Ah.
No!
Crunch! Oh, and there's that luck coming into play. Great. So that is only a 17 to hit.
17.
When you rolled a 6?
Yes,
Oh my god.
That hits.
Holy
Class is
shit.
16.
that hits.
Yeah, my armor class is 16.
Oh, cool. So that is going to be 15 bludgeoning damage. I'm sorry, not 15 bludgeoning damage. I forgot you exposed that. That is actually
Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm shifted, right? So
Yeah.
let me
Yes.
just make sure.
you have some temp
I mean-
HP from that.
Yeah, I get some temp HP from that. And yeah. Oh, you know what? While shifted, your walking speed increases an additional 5 feet. Additionally, you can move up to 10 feet as a reaction when an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet. So, yeah, and that doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So,
That's nice.
let's see. I'm sorry, I forgot to add the temp HP. It
Sure.
was my level plus Constitution. So that's plus Constitution modifier. That's 5 to 7. So
But the HP doesn't affect your AC, right?
no, but it's gonna help him take a hit.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
this is true. Sorry.
So how much damage did you say it does?
So it's going to be 19 radiant damage dealt.
Ooh.
19 radiant damage?
Ouch.
Okay. So
That's not very fun.
that means 12 minus 8. Okay, that brings me down to 26 HP.
Cool.
And
then it's going to try and get Tula off its back.
so
Oh, jeez.
yeah.
Try and like
So
swipes you
I,
off.
use that reaction at the end of this guy's turn to get away from it.
Oh man, you can go. You get just out of its reach
Mhm.
with that by retreating. You said 15 feet?
I think it's like 10, right?
Oh, 10 feet. Yeah, that'll still put you just outside though.
Yeah, you can move up to 10 feet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just outside the swiping range. Tula, however, is still quite inside of it.
It's okay.
That's a 21.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Cool. You will also take 19 radiant damage and get dislodged.
Half the 19 because I'm resistant to radiant damage.
I see how this is.
So would that be 9?
Yes.
Okay.
What race are you playing?
A ray, a celestial ray. It's a retroverse one. It's beautiful.
They're like
Yeah.
an elf
Like-
mutant.
That's awesome.
They're like, if you could imagine, like, remember those guys from Avatar, like the James Cameron one,
The Navi.
the Navi.
I don't, unfortunately. I have seen 0 movies ever.
Okay, well, you can imagine like a combination of like an elf and a Navi.
Yeah.
Kinda like that.
Okay, that's really dope.
That.
That's dope.
Tula's amazing. Okay, and then I'm off his back now.
Yeah, you're off his back on the ground. I won't even make you take any falling or weird stuff like that because
Okay.
yeah, and does it do anything else at this point? Does it have any goodies nearby? No, because you ran away. That's no fair. Okay. So then we go back to I believe
I'm last. I'm
I know
assuming.
you're last.
Yes.
Tula.
I was like, I think it might be my turn.
I just
Yeah.
had to double check and make sure because I wasn't.
Okay. All right. So as soon as I'm off the back, I'm gonna, 3-point landing, look up and be like, oh, that's not very nice. Bonus action. I'm gonna use my elemental specialty, which to do a ray shield. so I can cover myself in a radiant barrier that'll last until the end of my next turn. And if he hits me, he takes 1d10 of that damage.
Mm.
That's my bonus action. And then as my action, you're going to see Tula all of a sudden manifest these bright white metal knuckles. Those are her network weapons. And she's just gonna, instead of using closed fists, she likes to do open palm. So she's just gonna, like like the little pinky technique where you like boop and it does damage.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
First attack. Yes. Okay.
Ow.
And then second attack. Oh.
Aw.
Ow, that hurt.
Well, still, all right. See.
And then she's just, and then the Happy's just on his shoulder, like, mess him up, boss.
Mess him up, boss.
Yes, he's the muscle. Tula's just the.
Yeah.
Oh my-
You got this, boss.
yeah, absolutely terrible dubbed Brooklyn accent on the squirrel.
Oh yeah, no,
That
terrible.
is
Yeah.
the most hilarious thing.
Love it. Love
Go
everything.
get him. Go get him, partner.
You got this.
You got this, boss.
Love everything.
Yeah,
about
there we
this.
go. That's it. That's it.
God, God. If this was not a kid show, he would be chomping on a cigar.
Yeah.
Voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
I don't know. My kid shows growing up kind of had that, so I'm just.
Depends on the show, really.
Mhm.
I mean, like Iago from Aladdin.
Oh yes.
Oh man. Okay. So we've got. So yeah, you punch into this thing, you hit it. It doesn't really move. It seems like not quite so perturbed by that.
Mhm.
All right. We come to Lucas, the Toxic Angel.
Since this thing moved to get to them ignoring me, I'm going to use all my movement to get up to it, which will give me advantage on this next attack and an additional die, as I attempt to stab it in the back with my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
All right, so
Get him, Lucas.
and
So don't forget, we have our special crit rules. So what you do is the first roll, quote unquote, is going to be the max damage, so that it's going to be 12, and then it'll be plus whatever you rolled on there, so that'll be that 10.
That's
Okay.
the rules that I use.
and then I do an additional die, so we'll use the 7 as well.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, that's great. So,
So 17
Alright.
plus 12, so that's 29 points of damage.
Oh, Lucas,
That was
I'm
the
so
first
proud
attack.
of you.
Well,
that's the first attack. Second attack, we're going to attempt Toxic Sweep. Does a 16 hit?
a 16 does indeed hit.
Cool. So the initial strike is a run that just does a thrust, and then pulling out the blade cuts low towards this thing's like Achilles tendon,
Mhm.
drawing across, toxin just pouring out of the rapier, and then I need to give me a DC 14 Constitution save.
I have a feeling his constitution's real high, though.
I wouldn't bet against it, certainly. Yeah, it actually just makes it on that.
It makes a save. Okay, so it does not take the radiant damage. It also needs to give me a DC 14 Dex save, though.
Double saves?
Yes, Toxic Sweep of Justice.
That is
Oh,
amazing.
That's a great name.
Signature moves. Speed Henshin, kids. Look them up. It totally makes it on that 18.
Okay, so it's not knocked prone either. But yeah, it'll take the additional toxic sweep damage,
Okay.
which is 2 poison.
Okay. So your first swing just shreds the paper on this thing's left leg. And it exposes in there more items just kind of crammed together. The most prominent one being what appears to be some armor made of adamantine. And the thing like starts to thrum, and it like kind of stands up straighter as this happens. And now
Just the head shake of, oh no.
Ah, shit.
Sweet. Marvin,
Yes.
get after it.
Yes. I will twirl my glaive around and so I think the glaive gives me a 10-foot reach, so I only need to be within 10 feet of it.
Mm-hmm.
How close am I currently?
You're like maybe 20 feet off. It's not so bad.
All right, so I'll just run forward the remaining 10 feet so that I'm 10 feet away. And I will yell, let's unwrap some presents, eh? And I will swipe at it with my glaive.
Sweet. Yeah. Give me the swing.
All right. That is a 15 plus 7, 22. Yep, 22. Bad with math here.
No, that's fine. Yeah, 22 is a hit. Give me some
All
damage.
right, so that's a D10.
Yep, D10
That's
plus
6 plus 4 plus 2 because I'm raging. So that's 6 plus 6. 12 points of slashing damage, please.
12 points of slashing damage. So you slash up at this thing, and it doesn't look like it tears through as much as it should have. At least not like the others did.
Okay. Then can I ask, what is this team up ability I have?
Yeah, you have a team up ability. So as a henshin, you can say, as your reaction, you want to team up with somebody. And what that means is,
Gotcha.
until the start of the next turn, you and them both gain a +1 to either a saving throw or a damage roll that you make before the start of your next turn.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do it with anyone?
I believe so, yeah.
Cool. I will turn to Tula, and I'll just like finger guns at her.
Nice.
Does my bear get a turn, or is that controlled by you?
The bear is treated like any animal companion, so it
Gotcha.
kind of works on its own thing. However, if you go unconscious, it will become essentially active and
Gotcha.
to save you. So
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. Then Neela's just looking fierce.
So what
in
do
the
I get for
corner.
that team up? Just so I know.
We get a +1 to a saving throw or damage roll until the start of my next turn.
Cool. Thank
And
you.
we have to be within 30 feet of each other.
Yep.
Cool.
all right, we are back up to Wild Strider.
Wild Strider.
So, what I'm going to do is, I am actually going to lay some extra support down in addition to Marvin's. What I'm going to use is empowering pose. That's what I'm going to do with my action.
Mm-hmm.
It says you can strike an encouraging pose that boosts allies around you. If you are in your exozord or within 5 feet of your zord, use an action to strike a cool pose. And
Dab.
yeah, up to 3 allies around you get advantage on the next
Ooh.
saving throw for 1 minute. So that's what I do for my action. I, do the Wild Strider claws out pose and like, all right, team, if there was any time to go wild, it's now. And so it's like, like, don't do it. And this, when he does this, you just hear like this pow sound, and it's sort of like a claw. You can just practically even like just imagine the logo of like this little claw just coming out of him.
Some fireworks shoot out of Prowler, completely unbidden.
Yeah.
This is my favorite thing ever.
And so so now again I choose like all three of you, and you've all got advantage on the next saving throw for 1 minute.
Cool. That's all you got for right now?
Yeah, that's it. Let me just make sure I don't have any bonus actions that I can like do. Yeah, I'm still in my transform state, so yeah, I can't really do anything else. So yeah, and I get a little bit further away from. Of course, I get a little bit further away from that guy because I don't want him messing me up. In fact, since I'm in my shifted form, oh wait, this isn't even my shifted thing. This is my what you call it? My thing that I got from my I forget what it's called, but it's a special ability that you can choose as a henshin. It's Sweet Flips, and I can jump up to 15. I can jump up to 15 feet in any direction, including up. So I leap up to like to whatever I need to do to sort of parkour my way up to the top, one of the higher tiers of the mall. Because does it like have like tiers like that?
I mean, it's got extra floors. So yeah, what you can do is you can like leap and bounce off of a pillar, a supporting pillar.
Yeah, exactly. So he does it does like that classic, cat move where you like jump on one thing and jump on the other thing, and then whoosh, just
total parkour.
Yeah, exactly.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Yeah. And that's what I do.
Okay, cool.
Give you all
good times. So yeah, the thing again rotates around, and like you can see the disco ball kind of like rotate down towards you all. And it just starts smashing at the ground.
Not cool.
We're gonna see who we can hit with this. 'Cause it's getting meaner.
He's angry. We made him angry.
Angry.
So Toxic Angel, what's your AC?
AC is 20.
20. Excellent.
How do you get 20 AC?
Very carefully.
Lots of secrets.
I took the armor upgrade, and my stats are primarily charisma and dex.
As is known. So yeah, that happened, and then the other one is 15 at Marvin, which I believe is a hit.
With the Shield of Faith, my AC is 16.
Oh, nits. Okay, so I just barely missed that one, but I will hit Lucas the Toxic Angel, and this one is actually going to be it's now 24 damage.
Oof.
As this thing hits
Hello?
with its gift-wrapped fists of adamantine.
Well, that was over half my health.
Yeah, it's
Big fear.
It starts to like stride over you guys. Hasn't left your melee range yet, but it's fixing to.
Okay.
And that will be that. We will go over to looks like Tula.
Okay, so Tula is going to see what happened to the Toxic Angels. Oh no, that's not nice. She's going to reach up, grab her gold hoops, do the stance, and first attack. Oh, yes. That's a 22 to hit.
That is absolutely a hit.
And that's 15 points of force damage.
Ooh.
Second attack. Do. Ooh, 11.
11? Not so much.
Okay. And then I was gonna say, Happy is my astral companion. So as an animal companion, can I make him like move as a bonus action then?
Yes.
Okay, so I was gonna have him stealth up the creature's leg into any maybe openings that we might have carved.
Fortunately, it doesn't have much in the way of like really openings. It's all kind of fused together
Okay.
in a really annoying way.
Well, I'm gonna have him stealth up the creature's back anyway and kind of just find a nook in the back where he can just like
Chill.
camouflage.
I got you, boss. I'm just gonna hide right here for now.
Exactly. You said it. Let's do it.
Give me the
Um,
word, boss, and I'll go. I'll go so hard.
Yeah, as you do this, your hoop like rings around it and shreds more of the packaging on the lower half of this thing, the
Okay.
remaining packaging really, and it exposes more of this structure underneath. The prominent bit of this one being like this really nice looking bit of scale mail.
Ooh,
It's kind of like wrapped around
Ooh.
one of the legs.
okay. All right, that would be Tula's turn, I believe.
Cool. We are back to our toxic angel.
All right, like bells rung, shield arm is starting to hang a little bit looser, and going to try and go back in. Now that this thing is right on top of him, he can't move away and move back to try and get that advantage. But fortunately, his allies have helped him, and going to take trying to get like a good thrust in. Don't think a 15 connects.
It actually does.
Oh. Well then.
This thing's big, not so much on the tankish side with that.
All right. Considering how well the toxic sweep did last time, we're just going to try and strike this thing again.
Okay.
22.
22. Yeah, absolutely.
And that'll deal 12. So it just one quick thrust and then a draw cut, trying to get back to a defensive position. His bell obviously rung as he's just trying to shake his head, knock the cobwebs out.
Yep. Brutal. All right. Marvin.
I would like to gesture to Neela and say, Neela, to me! And I will use my Exozord battle options. So I'm just gonna climb in my bear, and now I'm a bear mech suit.
Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I've got. Oh, go ahead.
And so this lasts for 3 rounds. During this time, all the damage you deal is doubled. I become large, and it will take hits for you up to its HP amount. I don't know what's the temporary HP I get from this.
Something like 40 or something like that. I'm not gonna.
All right, I'll put temporary hit points in here. 40. Is that a bonus action or was that my action?
I believe that's your action to assume the form of the bear.
Assume the stance. Okay. Do I still have my glaive? Like, can I hold the glaive in bear form?
Actually, what happens is the glaive like gets bigger so that you can grasp it with the Nilomech.
Good. Okay. Cool.
That's why you get double damage.
Cool. Yes, I'm just large now.
Yeah.
I'm super buff. And yeah, so that's my action. That's all I can do because I don't think I have any bonus actions besides this weapon thing, but that's not going to be particularly useful right now. So
So yeah. Okay. Cool.
bear.
Bear.
I also wanted to say that one thing we could do is we could also combine both of our Zords into a Gigazord.
How do we do that?
It's on page which page is this?
I don't have the document up, so I'm just gonna
I've
have
got
to
it actually right here.
believe ya.
You have to have a leader
Yeah, you have to choose who's going to be, basically choose who gets to be the head. Whoever's the leader, and their stats become the basis for the Gigazord, combining the Zords into one. Basically, it's just you get an extra, let's see, you get everything +2 for each Exozord in the combination. And the damage dice are +1 extra damage dice for each Exozord.
Well, her damage is already doubled. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's doubled plus the extra damage dice for each Exozord in the combination, and the speed becomes 60.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So,
Do you want to combine then,
it's
Mr.
like,
Felix?
yeah, it's time for Gigazord power. And so, yeah, we get both of our mechs. The Panther jumps toward the bear. He who's gonna be the leader, by the way?
Would you have better stats or would I?
Let me see. I
Because
don't.
would my double damage already be lost if you're the leader, or would it be transferred over? Because I already have double damage.
And where are you getting the double damage from?
That's just for having a
being
Gigazord.
Exozord.
Yeah, we'll get the double damage just for being in the Exozord anyway.
Because you have double damage too. Okay.
Yeah, because I've also got an Exozord.
Yes, Lucas?
I would interject here. The benefit of Marvin bleeding is Marvin's rage.
Yeah, I have a rage also.
The resistance would transfer to the Zord.
And there was, because
so the Zord would last longer.
Yeah,
damage.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, we'll do that. And besides, the bear is probably bigger than the Panther anyway. So, what happens is Felix's Panther Zord jumps toward your bear Zord, and it transforms into a suit of armor that puts itself on your bear mech. So
we're forming Voltron.
Yeah, it's like that. And so it sort of hops inside of the cockpit.
Can we high five?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Awesome.
Time to return all these gifts to Cinder.
It's like anti-Black Friday in here.
You said it, sister.
Wow. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it's its turn, and there is indeed a big mean Gigazord in front of it. So it must smash the Gigazord.
You can certainly try.
Oh, and another thing that's also so cool about this. The sword, Felix's sword, merges with the glaive. And it's
glaive.
Like a sword glaive thing, just for flavor purposes.
Yes.
And it's just, like a
Instead of my glaive blade, it's just a sword on a stick to make it even longer.
That's exactly what it's doing. Perfect.
Oh yeah, completely.
Unfortunately, I think my good roll on this one, I get the 21, but I don't get the other one. I'm pretty sure.
The 21 would hit unless our AC goes up, but right now my AC is 16.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll take that one hit. I'm not going to be greedy about this. And so we get that, and so that will be 24 damage coming down on you.
Okay.
But that halves because of your rage, unfortunately. Well, no, it doesn't, because it's radiant damage. You're not resistant to radiant damage.
I'm not resistant to radiant damage.
Smash.
So what was the total damage again?
24.
24. So that's 16 left.
Those Zords are killer, though.
What I will say is we'll add 20 points on to your temp HP for combining to the Gigazord. You get a little more juice out of it.
So 20 plus 16 is 36. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Perfect.
Math.
Yeah.
I've also got another question. So, when my turn rolls around, do I just does it like count as another turn for the Gigazord, or do
Yes.
I? Okay. Awesome.
Look, you only get 3 rounds of this. I'm alright if you go a little nuts.
Yeah.
So, we are back to Tula.
Oh, it's my turn.
It is.
Okay. Where's Happy right now?
Happy is basically in the small of the golem's back.
Okay. First things first. Can I get to Lucas without leaving his melee range?
Yes.
Okay. So then I'm gonna say, oh, I'm gonna help you just a little bit. It's not gonna be much, but it'll help. And I'm going to cast Cure Cuts, not Cause Cuts.
Yeah.
And since, are you willing, Lucas? Because if you're willing, I don't have to roll attack.
I am more than willing, please.
Okay. So then it's 3 points of healing for
I'll
you.
take it.
Mm-hmm. And since I didn't do an attack for my first one, I would like to do an enchanting pose, and I'm gonna try and charm the creature. So he'll have to make a wisdom saving throw of 13 or more, and my enchanting pose is just gonna be me going, "We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas." And she's a much better singer than I am, but
No, it's perfectly fine.
You sing beautifully.
oh,
All right. So it's a charm saving throw.
wisdom save, yeah.
It passes.
Aww.
We wish you a shitty Christmas. We wish you a shitty Christmas.
We could have
Like
been good
a
friends.
little Grinch figurine.
Golems tend to
wish
be
you a
less
Merry
inclined towards being swayed by such displays.
And a happy new year.
All right. Anything else there, Tula?
No, I think that's all she's got. She's just gonna stand next to Lucas, rubbing his back, like, it's okay. We're okay.
All right. Speaking of, Lucas.
Very like through the helmet, like and mask, just this sort of just grateful like head nods towards Tula, and then lifts the shield and sword and just kind of like lets out a bit of a battle cry. Gets closer to this thing now, tangling with the Zord. So it's just like kaiju fighting this little guy, moving in, just trying to hack away at the Achilles. Slight bit of neon from wings that are flowing as he runs, and we'll try and strike with the rapier. 13 misses.
That does, yes.
23 will hit.
Absolutely.
For 5.
Yeah, you cut at it a little bit.
Yeah, that last bit of wrapping's got that double tape from Grandma.
It won't let go.
Every time.
Marvin!
I once had a relative.
Oh. Come on.
Okay, so we are combined.
Yes.
Mhm.
I will attack with this bear glaive sword
Yeah.
right in there.
Just right up in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just want to because I'm literally imagining a sword on a stick. Like I just want to skewer this thing, like barbecue.
Wait.
Okay, that was not good. That's a 3 plus whatever, but that's not going to be enough. 3 plus 7, 10.
10, 13. Not enough.
Okay.
So yeah,
Could-
Whoop, whoop.
Do we get anything from being a mech?
Like what? We already gave you combine. You have 2 mechs combined, so you got an extra +2 off of that, which actually gets you to a 12. But
An extra +2. Oh, gotcha.
yeah,
Could I reckless attack? Because that will give me advantage, but then if
Yeah.
we get attacked, then... Okay.
sure. Roll again.
Alright. That was better. That's a 15 natural +7 +2.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, cool. And so, how's the damage work again? So I get...
You get roll this, and it's whatever you roll is doubled.
Okay, so that's a 3. So 6.
So 6, so that becomes a 12, and then roll your damage die again.
Okay. 10.
So that's 16.
Okay. And then, do I also get the plus...
Oh, you got the
2?
+2 for strength modifier, so actually, so +2, so it comes to 18.
18, alright. 18
Nice.
points of damage.
So this time, you lance in and manage to get it, just like as you start just yelling at this thing,
Yeah.
screaming at it really, and let's see.
Ah! Actually, it's the beginning of that Mariah Carey Christmas song.
Aw.
And I.
So yeah,
Yeah,
you,
that one.
you shred it through, and you break open its arm, and basically, rather than ending in a fist or anything like that, what it just has like a sword that's got this black glow to it.
Ooh. I'll
have a
shout
sword.
at it. Need a hand?
So it's got a sword inside of its arm? Okay.
Warn you, we got in trouble for puns before, so no, just kidding.
That was different.
That's right.
The house was mad.
But once, like, because you see,
Icky.
Marvin, you weren't here that first time, but Callie Alavine almost died because she kept on punning at this animated suit of armor.
Oh no, that'll do you in, man.
Yeah.
That'll do you in.
All right, we are back up to the top to Felix.
All right, so yeah, what I do is I attack with that same weapon actually. So it's not the same as my weapon.
I think, isn't it my stats, right?
Yeah,
Or...
correct.
Okay, so should I roll or are you gonna roll?
Tell me what the roll is. It's a D.
It's a d20 +7 plus whatever other modifiers we get. I think it's another +2.
Yeah, so it's essentially D20 plus 9.
D20 plus 9.
Okay, so just a D20 plus 9 flat roll will do it.
Yeah.
That's my attack roll. So what he's gonna do is I'm going to try and use the thing like that's inside of it and sort of swing it while it's inside of this creature and like bash it up against the wall while
Barbecue!
it's on the end of my staff. So does that hit?
I think so.
That is
So
indeed a hit.
24.
24. You're right. So,
So the damage die is a d10
mhm.
plus a bunch of crazy modifiers.
Plus- what now?
Because it's first it's D10 plus 8,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll double that
D10 plus
8. Yeah.
just and
So
that's a
then we double that to 26,
26.
and then roll another D10, and we'll just take that straight.
Okay, and another D10. Just a straight up D10, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay. So 28.
Nice.
28 damage. And so he like slams this thing up against the wall while it's like stuck to the end of his thing. It's like, happy holidays, you son of a bam! It just
The thing
We're
tinkles.
hanging up the stockings early.
and,
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
That's it.
For my turn, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the thing is just gonna go ahead and oh my god, you're mecha sheathing at me. Why are you doing this? And yeah, it'll go ahead and try and pummel you. It's got no other recourse at this point. You're right there. It must destroy the Big Mech. And it just might at this rate. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be yeah, that's 2 hits of 24. Coming to a
Oof.
total of 48.
Damn. Okay. So
48 damage.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, so that is all of our temporary hit points down.
So you guys get ejected.
yeah.
We are yeeted out. Okay.
Yes, you are de-yeeted from your mechs.
Yeah. So it's like just sort of like
Well, you actually have to make dexterity saving throws.
oh snap.
So
All
there's 12.
All I see
there's,
is memes.
there's 12 hit points left over. Is that split between the two of us?
Yes,
Okay, so we each take 6 points of damage.
correct. In addition to any
Okay.
falling damage you might take if you fail this dex save.
Oh, dex save.
Remember, we have an advantage on all of our things for
Good,
because of
because that was a shitty roll. Okay, that is, what's my dex? +1. That is a 14.
That's a success.
Ooh.
Okay.
save.
That
18.
is 18. Yep, you're good.
Nice.
Nice.
So you both land without difficulties. Thanks.
And so yeah, what should I just sort of land like with that 3-point land and like
We
yeah,
just land next to each other, super badass.
cats always land on their feet.
As your mechs fall apart and start to try and reform themselves into their regular shapes, sparking and hissing. Okay, we are back to Tula.
Okay, so Tula, seeing this, is going to say, "Oh, this isn't going very well." And she's going to try to cast Firebolt. Now, quick question: because it's a cantrip, would I be able to do 2 attacks or no?
Yes,
So I'll do Firebolt.
you can.
Natural 20.
Ooh, yes.
Hey,
Okay, so then let's see. I don't know why I did it twice, but
that's fine. So, what do you think happens here, Tula?
Tula holds her hands out just like this, kind of making like a triangle. She goes, "Think happy thoughts." And flames come pouring out of her hands that kind of look a lot like fall leaves, like fall foliage. And they go right around the wrapping as Happy dives off the back.
Good shot, boss!
Exactly what I was thinking. And all the wrapping paper just is engulfed in flames.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It goes up like a
Team
Yule
Rocket's
log.
blasting off again.
And the thing kind of like seizes up as you like see the words and such on the wrapping paper start to flare and wink out as the flames consume it, and all that junk just collapses.
Oh, I have so many gifts to give to people now.
Free wrapping paper.
Good thinking.
Nice going, Tula. You lit that thing up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, boss. What's up, boss? You did so good. Yeah.
As it
Don't
scurries
have
back
time.
up on his shoulder.
I
I was
want
gonna
to.
We need to check on Unicorn and Griffin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it is at that point they actually come running back in with their weapons at the ready. Like, what happened? Are you? Oh, good. You defeated it.
It
Yeah.
was present time.
Yeah.
You asked for this.
I did. I asked for this. Pretty much. And so they all chuckle and laugh. And you guys are, kind of just.
Can we get
watching.
that one song that's it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
I
Na-na-na-na.
have to save that for later.
For
reasons.
later.
For
Okay,
reasons.
okay,
I have-
okay, okay.
As you guys are kind of sharing a moment over the fire here, you hear something like a bang, and this sucking noise happening
Ugh.
coming from the center of the mall.
Can I hop on my bear motorcycle and check it out?
I mean, you can hop on there. It's like a couple minutes walk from here. Though. It's not that far off.
Motorcycle's faster than walking. I'm going.
You got it.
I want to grab. I'll wait for Tula if she wants to get on my back again.
Yeah, I'll jump on Marvin's back.
Okay.
I'm going to be a foolish hothead and also a speed mask, so I'm going to move, then use dash action, which then triples the move.
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow.
So,
Just zoom.
120.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get that.
And I've got some
Naruto running.
extra movement stuff too for being, a shifter. Swift stride. The tongue twister. Swift stride shifter. That means that I can. Let's see. What can I do? I can move. My walking speed is an additional 5 feet in addition to the other 5. So that means that since I'm still in my shifted form, I've got 40 movement. So I sort of hop onto my Zord and we, go over to find out what that noise is.
Yeah. So you all rush to the center of the mall, and you see now that lightning has broken the skylight above, and a dark circle is forming where the skylight was, and it's starting to reach down towards the ground, funneling down.
I don't like that.
Stand back, you guys. Whatever this is, it can't be good.
I wonder, do I know what this is? Have I seen this before?
Have you seen this before? Tula, would you like to make a Arcana check for me, or maybe a History check? Either one.
Okay, let's see here.
May I aid?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll
With
do a.
advantage.
Yeah.
Okay,
You said it's like a black swirling storm cloud thing
Kind of,
with
sort of,
lightning.
yeah.
Okay, so a
Dope.
20 then for history.
21?
20 for
20.
history. Yep.
Something like this appeared a while ago, in Vector Valley. When it happened, an entire neighborhood vanished.
Oh no, Lucas. Do you remember when this happened and a whole village just disappeared?
Don't remember it, but I do remember reading something about it.
Yes, it was horrible. Right, Happy? Yeah, boss.
Yeah, it was awful.
Terrible.
Never do it again. Never.
I don't think we can stop it. We need to get everyone clear.
Yeah, we gotta evacuate this place. If this is gonna turn out anything like last time, the place is already finished.
I'm gonna look around. Is everybody? Is this particular area clear, or are there still people kind of like, you know how the people just come rubberneck like looking at?
Sometimes there is that, but once this cloud started to appear, people started running again because this is bad things happen when black clouds come to Vector Valley.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will
I'll go ahead.
see if I can go around the perimeter and see if I look down. You said there's like spokes for where all the stores were. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look down each of them and see if I see like people who are either trapped, running away, need help, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, no. I mean, at this point, because of the fight with the gift golem and the disco bandits, the mall has been pretty much cleared out for the most part.
Unicorn,
awesome.
Griffin, what do we do?
We have to be prepared. Something's probably going to come through.
Through it, like a portal, or like
That's the only thing that would make sense, wouldn't it?
I guess we all should just be ready then, huh? Ugh.
We should have probably saved Gigatherion for later.
We really
You
should
used
have.
Gigatherion already?
Yeah, I mean, we just we didn't know that this was gonna happen.
No, not at all. We thought I don't know. The other thing was
I
pretty
guess-
scary.
Well, we can form the Griffin Tour if we need to.
That is
Griffin tour. That's absolutely wonderful.
Try. And this funnel has touched to the ground, and as it does, that tip just kind of starts to grow and widen and form what appears to be some kind of aperture.
just one second. So the other two, those two NPCs, they're also power henchins, right?
Yeah.
So, was there anything that said that we can't combine our mechs with theirs to form like a 4-part Gigazord?
Oh, you could absolutely do that, but you already used your Gigazord for the day.
Okay, I see.
Hmm.
Right.
We really should have saved that.
What's gonna happen?
It happens. That's happened
Yeah.
sometimes. Think you got the bad guys beat, and then something bigger
Yeah.
and badder comes along.
Yeah, exactly.
The aperture has opened now, and you can feel a cold mist seeping through.
A shiver.
Pulsing lights bounce down almost like a corridor, and you hear movement inside that howling.
So it's like a door now, almost?
A tunnel, a door.
Looks like someone's decorating early, and I will take my glaive and just brace for whatever's coming out.
Right, and I like turn my sword into the beam rifle and like sort of start inching back as I aim.
Mm-hmm.
And Tula is gonna look at Lucas, and she's going to do her once per day holy mutation on him, where I can boost his natural healing abilities. So as long as you're at 1 hit point, you gain 1 additional hit point at the start of your turn.
Nice.
hmm
Okay.
So every one of your turns, you'll just keep gaining 1 back. If you're,
Just tick back up regen.
yep.
Every little bit helps.
It's true.
I'm just gonna tap on him and say, "It's okay. You feel a little better every now and then. It'll be good. It'll be good."
And then that's when you hear the hum and the thrum of motorbikes. And they come shooting out of this tunnel. And there are several of them They appear to be bikers wearing like monster masks with capes swirling out behind them. And they're like cackling and howling.
That's all we see right now?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them?
No, there's like a half dozen of them.
Oh.
Do I recognize these guys in any way? Do they look familiar to me for any reason?
I don't know. Are you a fan of the occult or occult studies?
Actually, no, I wouldn't be. But it sounds like Lucas would be into.
Lucas!
Yes, boss.
You hit the books there once in a while?
Yeah. Would you like an Arcana roll?
Go right ahead.
I have no idea. They are not in Tobin Spirit Guide.
They are not in Tobin Spirit Guide. You are correct.
Are they all kind of scrunched together coming out of the tunnel, or are they spread out?
I mean, the tunnel's only so big, so they come out in like twosies. But then, as like they come out, they start splitting off.
Okay. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like it at all.
How big are these creatures?
Oh, they're regular-sized people.
Mm-hmm. So,
Biker henshins, all with monster masks. 6 of them.
Well, I didn't say they were henshins. I just said they had masks.
Well, they're on bikes with masks. Cackling. 6. Bad.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
What I'm going to do is I am going to try to intimidate them by like sort of standing in front of the, having my thing out with them, and I just let out this lion-like roar at them because I'm half cat, so I can do that. Type thing.
Sure.
18. Now hold it right there. That does that thing.
Yeah. One of the guys will like skid around you, kind of like you see in like the slits of the mask where he kind of like whoa, and just kind of like power slides out of the way.
Like, who are you and what are you doing here?
Go on.
Are they circling us now? Are they kind of
Yeah.
like Mad Max? Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Tula's just gonna look at them and be like, "You're making me dizzy," and she's gonna whip out her chain and try and throw it in front of or through one of their wheels in the front, so she can knock them all down. Kind of just like, boop, 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 like stop them all in their tracks. kind of thing.
Dominoes.
Okay. Do it.
Let's see. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh,
jeez.
yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Roll me damage just to kind of get an idea.
So it's not a lot, but 7 bludgeoning.
It doesn't always take a lot. Don't think of that.
Yeah, but the bite, but the crashes that should do some some extra damage. Like I remember there was this one game where somebody used a sleep spell on somebody who was driving a motorcycle. So they
I've run that game. It's horrifying.
and so it just killed him and died in the motorcycle accident.
Yeah, so she's just holding the chain out, and she's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, "Oh, yeah, that's better."
So yeah, you cause at least one of them to crash. Let me see if the others can fix themselves before they get into some serious wreckage here. All right, lads. Unfortunately, only one of them manages to really make that work.
Wait, so I got all of them but one?
Well, I mean, there are 2 of them still up because there's the guy that Felix
Okay.
intimidated.
Gotcha.
But the rest of them are just kind of like.
It's not nice to just roll up on people like that.
What the hell? Oh!
Yeah, it's the holidays, so Merry Christmas, but no.
It's Christmas. Dude, this is totally unfair.
Like, as I will be.
Pointing rapier at the guy, shield at the ready, just head lowered down. You're the one crashing the party. We're just bouncing you.
Oh, this party is just getting started, brah.
Oh no. Oh no, they're bros.
How do we defeat bros?
Take no prisoners, take their beer.
No solo cups.
No hunting, no fishing, nothing.
And as he says that, you hear more noise coming from this tunnel, which has not closed.
There's more of them.
This sounds more like yelling and hooting and the thump, 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 thump of a bass line.
So like any frat party?
More like a rave.
A rave.
Oh,
Oots, 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 oots.
And
Is that the Root Sandstorm?
stop asking me if it's the Root Sandstorm. Anyways. A mass of people come piling out of the tunnel now,
Oh no.
waving glow sticks, and
Do they seem hostile?
Do they seem undead?
yes, Felix, yes, they do. It is then that you notice that they have that slack-jawed, whites of their eyes look. These are not your typical ravers.
Alright.
no.
Just crying out.
It's a zombie rave.
We may need to run. It's a dead man's party.
You don't have to tell me twice, Prowler. Let's get out of here.
I'd like to grab Tula and try and run. On the bear bike.
Nice. Okay.
Tula doesn't resist. She's
Wow,
just like,
you guys are just gonna leg it on this?
Well, there's too many of them, right? There's like a. But then again, maybe. Like, all right, guys, look. Come to think of it, everybody is out of this mall already, right? We don't have. So far, there aren't any civilians in.
Oh.
This mall is gonna be gone anyway. I say we burn the house down and crash it with them in it to keep this thing from spreading.
Tula casts Thunder Wave and tries to knock them all over so they can get out.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, the first one is 20.
Okay.
And then they would have to make like a saving throw, I think, right?
Yeah, it's a DC, whatever your henshin DC is.
13.
13? Okay. I'm just gonna make one roll for them, because there's not much to them. And it's a dexterity?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh. So they all stand up, but
Mm-hmm.
they take 7 points of thunder damage.
Okay. So, like, you've knocked out the bikers, except for a couple of them. Except for a couple of them that are still on their bikes. The swarm of raver zombies does not look terribly affected.
Okay, well, I'm just sitting on the back of Marvin's bike, like, I clapped my hands together and I was like, okay, that didn't work as well as I had hoped. Let's go, 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 go.
Right. So,
Okay.
Are we the only ones that left? Did Lucas and Felix just stay?
No, Lucas is going to actually probably surprisingly run and nearly keep up with your bike.
Oh yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
And Felix is
Swords drawn, shields in front, and just
Nice.
rushing along.
so he's like what's that name? Felix and no, not Phoenix. Sorry about that. The Griffin and Unicorn. That's their names, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, Griffin, Unicorn, you guys got any ideas?
I mean, every portal has to have something opening it if we can find a way to close it.
Yeah, you're right. How about okay? So do I see anything like okay? So this cloud, you know, when you said that it's coming down from the skylight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that's like at the hovering over the mall that I can see in any way?
No.
Okay. So, is there anything nearby that might seem like it might be connected to the portal?
No.
No.
That's kind of what's so weird about this is it just seems like it's just kind of come out of nowhere.
Is it coming like from the ceiling though? Like through the
Basically, it just like formed below the skylight and just kind of swooped down.
Yeah, and that's why that's why I'm saying that if we burn this place down, we may be able to contain it.
Tula's just sitting on the back of the bike going, "Oh, Ross, give us some birds and happy trees. Paint that sky with those clouds. We don't need any of this darkness."
So you're just like meditating.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying-
meanwhile I'm like driving away screaming. So it's a perfect foil.
All right.
Thought bubble, need the books now.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna take off.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna take off.
At that
'Cause I'm
point,
burning the place.
Griffin and Unicorn are decide that discretion is the better part of valor at this point. They can't fight without you guys. They need your team. And so they too
Are they
will
getting
be-
ready to actually fight though?
I mean, they could have fought. They would have been fine, probably. But if you guys are going, then they're going to follow along with you guys at this point.
Yeah. No, what's probably going to happen is we're probably going to because you see the thing is now that if those two decided that they're going to fight,
Well, they aren't going to now if you guys are leaving. That's fine. It's
but
okay.
either way, he's like,
A
so I'm
decision's been made. We're going to go with it.
fine, fine, yeah. All right, so then we're getting out of here, and see what we can do after that.
We're at least getting out of their range because that's a lot of them
People,
versus
that's a lot of people.
of us. Yeah. So maybe just head outside the mall.
Yeah,
As
At
you,
least get to a choke point.
Mm-hmm.
as you head outside, you now see that several other clouds have formed over places throughout the city.
Oh no.
God, kidding me?
Need the books. We don't have time, we need the books.
What books?
What books are you talking about?
Back at Ray's, there's stuff about doomsday prophecies like this.
Okay, then we should head back there then, right?
We all know where that is.
Yeah, we probably have met up at Ray's books.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Store.
So, rushing off.
Let's just hope that place isn't being devoured by a cloud.
If it is, we're probably all doomed anyway.
Yeah. All right. You lead the way, Lucas.
All right.
And rushing back to Ray's books while in ancient form, because this is a wise decision.
Yeah. No, you can make it back to Ray's. There's you guys when you get there, there's a news report basically on in the background of how these clouds have shown up and are starting to spew forth various monsters and dance crews of stripes, and are starting to
Macarena.
overtake parts of the city. Sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Macarena. Hey.
It's the
So,
most terrifying
what
thing.
are you looking for at the bookshop?
Looking for Haddigan's Complete Guide to Apocalypses.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look for it too. I'm gonna help him look for it.
It's
That
fine.
kind of
It doesn't take a lot of time to find, fortunately.
Okay.
It's there. Even once you explain to Ray what you're looking for, he'll help you get it pulled out. Kirk.
Okay, and just start flipping through reference clouds and revelers of darkness. That should probably narrow it down to at least 3 chapters.
Yep. Let's see. Are they murderous clowns?
No. Undead glow sticks.
Okay. Cool. We can axe that particular apocalypse. And they are definitely not here for Mardi Gras, right?
No.
Got it. Then, well, that explains it. Demiplane of Delightful Dread must be having a interplanar crossover event.
How do we stop it?
Crossover event.
Yeah,
Can we,
it's a thing that happens. There's. I'll talk about layer cakes and planes later. How do we stop the planar event?
The instigator has to be stopped, or they have to choose for it to end. That's depending on where it is. That's kind of how it works.
Okay, so instigator. That means there's somebody causing this. Are they? Does this mean that the person who's causing it is in our plane or in the other plane?
More than likely, they're on the other side, which means this might be a one-way trip.
And that's exactly what I was afraid of.
This is why we hit the books.
Do we need to go through?
Yeah, that's the only way to close this.
Unless you know somebody else who can, who has a chance of going through, beating up whatever's on the other side, and maybe finding a way back. If they can open up a way, maybe you can find a way to open it up.
No.
Well, I didn't attack any of the ones in these clouds out here, so maybe we should try to go through these tunnels instead of the malls. Just saying.
Let's try to find another event horizon, cross through the aperture, make our way to whatever circle of power is causing this, and try and disrupt the ritual.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be us. I mean, that's what we're here for.
This is one way. There's no guarantee of getting back across. This sort of stuff's super, super tricky and almost always tragic.
We all signed up to do some good, and then she does the hand in the middle.
Hand in. 100%.
Yep, hands in from Griffin and Unicorn.
Put my hand in there.
All right.
Did my bear put her hand in?
Yes.
Good.
Happy just jumps on top.
Grabbing a couple of crystals, candles, some incense, and one rubber chicken. Because there's always at least one. And loading up the backup bike that's under Ray's, so the sidecar is just full of crud and stuff. And this one's nowhere near as sleek. It's an old style army bike with sidecar that also has, for some apparent reason, a granny's bicycle basket up front.
Yes.
and there's most assuredly a couple of those plastic like daffodils and sunflowers adorning the basket.
There has to be.
And walking this out, getting on this bike with all this stuff, and just looking at the others if they're ready to head off towards danger.
Hey, one last thing. And Ray pulls out a box of Twinkies from behind his back and sets it on top of the pile. You never know. Might come in handy.
You're the man, Ray.
Thanks, boss. And
Twinkies. Okay, DM, what do the Twinkies do?
You'll know what they're for when
They're
the
like
time
they're
comes.
those old Twinkies that you know what happens when you let a Twinkie age for like, what is it, 10 years?
Ew.
Nothing happens to them.
literally nothing.
And that's the most frightening thing of all.
You survive. That's what happens. Okay. All right. Let's go. Happy? Are you ready?
Sure thing, boss. With you, ride or die.
Yes.
All right, Prowler. We got this. And so he like sort of as his
Like a digital growl of assent.
all right, let's do it. I just sort of hop onto the back and go along with the rest of the group.
I'm just following.
Sure. You guys are just heading for the nearest cloud?
Mm-hmm.
Also, is there anywhere that like sells healing potions anywhere nearby?
Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to find anybody to sell you potions at the moment.
Yeah, exactly, because they're probably all evacuating town.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I was thinking that maybe I could go back to, where I was, delivering those packages and see if there's anything that could, help us get some of our HP back in among those packages. But probably not. They're probably mostly just a bunch of random stuff anyway. So I just follow along with the rest of the group.
So yeah, you head towards the nearest dark cloud, and it appears that there are more of these zombies about, kind of shambling around, dancing, setting up some sound systems.
It's Thriller.
It's not dark enough for Thriller yet. Give it time.
You're giving the DM ideas.
Like I haven't had ideas already.
I know. You scare me.
Are we going to end up having to fight an undead Michael Jackson?
No, that is at least a CR16.
Yeah.
And just blazing through, trying to get through all these ravers on the granny bike, until we can get to the aperture, or get stopped by just solid wall of undead flesh.
Honestly, if you just barrel towards it without really stopping at all, you'll probably be able to get past and get through.
Just
Okay.
And like, while I'm like sort of riding on the back of this panther, the panther like just sort of like, he's like slashing his way through these undead creatures, and sometimes like grabbing some of them and like in his teeth and just doing
Yeah, and I'm
something.
following up behind on Neela, and I'm just we're going.
Yeah, you're just barreling through it.
I'm just holding on to Marvin's back, just kind of like closing my eyes.
You're like a little backpack, like a little
Yeah.
jetpack.
Griffin and
Exactly.
Unicorn are swooping along, bringing up the rear guard. You manage to just go right through this thing, right into the aperture, and it's almost like you're riding, or that part where you're riding the roller coaster, and you just hit that first rise, and it's like gonna hit the loop. Except it doesn't. It holds right at the apex of the loop for what feels like way too long. until finally you come spitting out the other side. And you reorient yourself to the right side up. And you are in a rainy, muddy field. There is a sound stage, or a stage, across the way. You see several more packs of zombies heading through these holes and such. And off in the distance, there's this big crag with this castle with pulsing lights. But it's that stage that really catches your eye. And lit up on the stage is the signage. DJ 321 Von Zarovich.
Time to break up this party.
I'm having an out-of-body experience.
Good.
If this is the reference to something, I'm not getting it, but that's alright.
Be glad.
Yeah.
Be tremendously glad and rejoice that you do not know.
Went right over my head. I'm only 5 feet tall, so.
It is small.
I am tiny and baby, yeah.
So, what are you guys doing to break up the party at this point?
Yeah. Do we? Who is on top of the soundstage? Is it DJ Strahd himself, or like, is there anybody?
Well, the person you see there appears to be a guy who's wearing headphones, has a very sharp patrician face. He's dressed really, really well, but like it's got like pins and buttons and other stuff hanging off of it. A dope cape coming off, and he's working the mixed tables.
Good.
And is there a crowd around the stage then that we have to work our way through?
The crowd is mostly dispersed. It looks like they've probably gone through all the portals that have been set up around this area.
Tula's just gonna slowly walk while keeping fixated on the turntables just towards the stage.
Is there like a outlet? Can we just like unplug?
Do you want to try and look for the power to this?
Yeah, I'll look for, Is there an on-off button, DM?
What I could tell you is that there is like a giant, like massive power cable coming off the stage to what appears to be some form of like this place is really weird. It's not that they have like generators or crystals or anything like that. What this looks like is it looks like a giant like boiler of some kind. And it's marked with like these weird letters that you don't recognize.
So there's, sorry to reiterate, there's a power cord coming off of the DJ table, going off the stage and connected to this boiler thing.
Yes.
And then there's languages that I can't read.
Yes.
On the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Does it look like a boiler, like it holds gas, or like does it look like a generator, or?
You can't quite tell what it is or what kind of contrivance it works off of.
All right. Well, Marvin's not the smartest, so I'm gonna try and smash this shit.
That's fine.
What Felix is going to do?
Make an attack.
This is gonna go very well, y'all.
Great.
That's a 14 plus 7.
Ooh.
Whatever that is.
21. That'll be enough. You just wham right through. And as you do that,
in retrospect, I should have just cut the cable.
I was
wait, which one did you hit? You hit the tank?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, wham right through, and this green substance starts leaking out
Marvin's just like, hey, guys! I,
And as you do that, the music starts to falter. And that's when the DJ looks up and around.
Can I hide behind the tank?
Make a stealth roll.
Not good at that. Oh, that's another 14 plus my stealth, which is 1, so 15.
15.
It's not terrible.
You know what? I'll actually see if he notices you in time. We'll see. Yes, he does.
Oh no.
I'm like over 7 feet tall, so that tracks.
What are you doing?
Having a smashing time?
The music is like just playing a vamp beat as he turns and walks towards you. And as he walks off the stage, he doesn't fall to the ground, he floats down slowly.
Is he just walking? He's not running, he's just walking. Okay, then I'm turning and just walking away.
I say walk, he's catching up to you.
Okay.
Oh,
As
you know what?
the DJ starts catching up from the bike, which is still running. Hey there, handsome.
Turns to you.
Twinkie.
Like, I'm imagining, like, who here has seen that show Once Upon a Time?
Yes!
Yeah, you remember when Regina was walking down the aisle and she was like walking, but she was walking like, and she was moving like she was running? That was like so creepy. Yeah.
That green screen's what that is.
So, what did you do there, Lucas?
Distracted him, and then from the box of old Twinkies, want a Twinkie?
He quirks an eyebrow. And then he walks towards Lucas and looks down at him. I don't eat tweets.
That's highly unfortunate. Do you know that you are causing a transdimensional event of apocalyptic proportions?
Yeah, it's not nice.
I
don't
am.
like bodies.
I am looking for items of interest.
Okay, well then I have a deal for you. Stop the transdimensional event right now, and you'll get these black candles.
Only for today.
These
Order
series
now.
of hermetically blessed crystals. One stuffed Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. These balloons for the kitties. And act now, we will throw in the novelty rubber chicken.
I'm gonna walk out from wherever I was running or whatever. I'm just gonna turn around and be like, oh, that's such a good deal! What a steal! This is Black Friday sale!
Come on, Lucas.
Your friend broke my power.
I didn't break anything.
To be fair, Marvin is a bit clumsy, and occasionally things just break.
Yeah. It's always been like that.
Things happen.
Can't really control it, I'm sorry.
But ending transdimensional events and getting this wonderful set of gifts that are definitely from another plane of existence and reside in a place of power definitely fulfills your current criteria.
So, you say if I end the event now, I will get what I want?
I'm guessing that you are part Fae, so we're going to need to have a bit of a conversation. But that would explain the nice power and the high cheekbones.
He is very good looking. I will agree.
What precisely do you want, sir?
People of power. People to
Yeah.
help me safeguard my land.
You want power, and you want servants.
I already serves Ross and Alpha Z. So I can't do that. Sorry.
Here, I've got a deal for you, and I would like to try a sleight of hand.
Sure. Sure.
I am just trying to signal my friends with the offhand that this is their chance to start running through what remains of those portals. Yeah, I'm not subtle. It's the furious.
Mm-hmm.
Go, 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 go.
What? Oh.
But he hasn't noticed just how obvious and clumsy he is. So
Oh, yeah.
Continues with the spiel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what I can give you right now, for the low price of stopping transdimensional events of apocalyptic nature, is all the previous items. The bike. The snow globe of New York City.
That's a really nice one.
These occult tomes from another dimension and the place of power. And you get me. You just have to let everyone else go.
No, Lucas, don't do that. No.
Can't do that.
You should have been running.
But what if I want the whole set?
See,
Well,
you're
that's
not
just
going to get it in mint condition that way.
I'm used to getting these.
Yes, but mint condition, I can tell you, as fellow occultist, is always better than having to patch it up on your own. I mean, there may be beauty in setting in the gold, but it doesn't quite work all the same way now, does it?
Oh, I have ways of making it work. I assure you.
Yeah, but it's not as good. I mean, complete and total freewheel part of the deal. I mean, that's basic principles of occultism and Fey Negotiations 204. Come on, guy. I'm giving you the deal of the freaking century here. I'm already kind of in tune with you, and you are a sight to behold. So just let my very dumb teammates who are incredibly stubborn escape this fate, and I'm all yours.
Toxic, and Unicorn has tapped your shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and we might be a bit late. And you have now, if you turn around, you will see that zombies have filed back in, and the portals have started to wink out.
Oh no. Happy, I'm sorry, we're not gonna get home in time for X-Men. Sad.
It was a noble cause, boss.
Okay, I need you all now to do the exact opposite of what I was doing. I
Ray
need
of
you to find me-
Frost!
No. And as she Rays of Frost just yells out, "Buy me time," as he grabs the books and the crystals and the candles.
Tula's totally doing Ray of Frost no matter what. I'm just saying. Now you already said it, so.
Yeah, no, absolutely. In that split second, what are people's reactions?
To all these zombies coming in.
Well, the zombies are already... Basically, the zombies have returned,
Gotcha.
is what it is.
So, You want me to buy you time for what exactly?
We're not having a conversation right now. This is split-second moment.
Right. Exactly. So, okay, so we're just like, all right, I got you. Prowler, and so so I get Prowler to basically, of course, I'm pretty sure Prowler's probably not going to survive this, but he's a Zord. He can reconstitute himself if we get somewhere safe. I'm going to have Prowler jump at DJ Strahd as if he's going to try and wrestle him to the ground. But at the same time, I'm going to run off somewhere and basically just try to hide. I tell everybody, just everybody get out of here. We got to find somewhere else. And yeah. So that would be, since he is a panther, his attack would actually be, let me see. And that's plus my proficiency bonus. So
I'm pretty sure Tula's Ray of Frost missed, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, shucks.
Yes.
I feel like that's sarcasm. I don't like it.
Lucas is taking his occult bounty and running for the stage.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay next to you, Lucas, wherever. You.
Go ahead and give me. Did you give me that Prowler attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for you. Just give me a second.
Okay, no worries.
I'm just trying to make sure I've got the right numbers because Okay, so that's D20 plus 4 plus my proficiency bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my proficiency bonus is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's D20 plus 7, and that's definitely not gonna hit. Yeah. Well, either way, the whole point was just to distract him anyway. So I'm basically following Lucas wherever it is that he's going.
Okay. So yeah, Prowler leaps at him. There's a flash as the ray of frost streaks past him, and he just shakes his head. I really would like it if you were more willing in your service to me. And he flings his arms out to the sides, and these glowing discs spring into being at the tips of his fingers.
Wow.
He's got like LPs at his hands. Is that?
Yes, that's correct.
That's
Okay.
not strange, but with discs. With records.
That's amazing. Okay.
And it is at this point we will go ahead and go to initiative.
Lucas, you stubborn mofo.
Okay, that was better than last time. I got a 14.
Oh, you lucky, lucky children.
Oh my god.
Oh, man, you gotta.
Okay. So Tula's got the lead off on this. It'll be Tula, then Felix, then Lucas, and Marvin.
Bringing up the rear yet again.
Okay, so bonus action, she's gonna make her ray shield one more time. So if he hits her, he takes 1d10
Okay.
radiant damage. And actual action. I think you're missing accessories, so she's gonna throw her gold hoops. Her deadly accessory.
Got it.
That hit 18.
It does not.
Oh god. Okay. I'll try again one more time.
Sure.
Ooh, okay, natural 20.
Natural 20 will hit.
There you go. And it's force damage. So 14 times 2?
Yeah.
So 28. And then since it's my second attack, do you add the 10 or no? I don't remember. Well, there you go.
So, yeah, you just clock him with the hoop on that second shot.
Happy trees.
Rude.
Oh, sorry.
All right. We come to Felix next.
Okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to keep my distance from this guy, and use my, what do you call that? My network weapon. Transform it into a gun and shoot at him twice. So there's, what was it, Lester? Does that hit?
Yes.
And my first one is 18, my second one is 22.
Oh, the 18 won't hit, the 22 will, though.
Okay, so 18 misses, 22 hits. And the 22 is 19 points of damage.
Yep.
Piercing damage.
That hurts. He hisses a bit as you hit him, as the laser crashes against him. All right. Lucas?
Barrel towards the stage. Probably using all my movement to get to the DJ table.
Yeah.
And also, I'm following Lucas wherever he's going. So
Understood. I heard you.
You can't keep up, buddy. Dump my bounty to the side of the table. I'm gonna say it's gonna take me all of next round to essentially, if I'm not interrupted, adorn the DJ station with the candles, the crystals, and get the book ready.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. At the end of your turn, he will go ahead and use a legendary action to walk up to Felix.
Oh.
And then it'll be Marvin's turn.
All right, where is everybody currently?
So Felix is basically on the steps of the stage with the DJ right there next to him. Lucas is currently at the mix table setting things up. Tula is basically in the field with the crowd essentially. Griffin and Unicorn are actually with Tula, and they look like they're getting ready to make a move.
Okay. I'm gonna. Do you guys have the DJ guy, or do you want me to come over there and help you with him?
We don't have this DJ.
Marvin, you can help. It's fine. You're good. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards Mr. DJ.
Hey, Mr. DJ.
Yeah, no, literally that's what I'm thinking of as soon as I said that. But I'm gonna go up to the DJ guy and I'm gonna try and hit him with my glaive.
Sure.
That's a 16 plus 7 to hit.
Okay, 23. That's a hit.
23. Okay.
Give me some damage.
Damage. 5 plus 4, so 9.
9. Okay.
Oh, and I think I get 2 of these a day, right? Can I rage again?
Yeah, certainly can.
All right, I rage again.
Cool.
And that is my turn.
As a legendary action, he will go ahead and attack Felix.
Oh,
Ooh.
sorry. I thought you said Felix. Never mind.
I did.
Oh, so I can attack.
No, he's attacking you.
Oh, he's attacking me. Oh, crap.
He's
Yeah.
using a legendary.
With a 19 on the die, that is most certainly a hit.
Oh,
So
crap.
he lashes out with the record. That neon light screeching across. And that is going to be 46 lightning damage.
I'm dead. I'm dead. 46 lightning damage.
Is that double your HP then?
46? Let me see. That does... Let me just make sure, because my...
Yeah.
Okay, my HP is actually 38.
So it doesn't
So-
outright kill you, it
So it
just
doesn't
knocks
outright
you
kill
out.
me. So that's 30. Yeah, it just knocks me out. Just goes.
Yeah, just one shot.
My armor just sort of just
Yeah,
This-
your armor just goes to pieces.
Felix! No!
Pitiful. And then he's up on the stage.
How'd he get on the stage so fast?
He floats, I think, right?
Ish.
I don't like it.
And he'll take a swing at Lucas. Miss. Take a second swing. A 21 should hit.
Oh no.
Just hits.
Will be 46 damage. Lightning.
He's out.
Got it. That will be the end of his turn. We go back up to the top. Petula. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot. Griffin and Unicorn. As the DJ does this, they no, and like, we need Gigazord power now. And their Griffin and Unicorn comes together to form the Griffin Tour, which has got like the top half is a Griffin, and then it's got the Unicorn lower half with the 4 legs, but then it's also still got the horn coming off of the Griffin.
Nice.
And they are inside, and they're wielding this gigantic, like, double-sided spear thing.
Oh my gosh.
And they attack the DJ up on stage. They will absolutely hit.
Nice.
And he, like, just barely manages to hold on and push it back. And we're back to Tula.
Okay. And Tula's just in tears already. Happy, I'm sorry. And she's going to try to do her enchanting pose to try and charm the DJ first. So you have to make a wisdom save, which I'm sure you'll make. But she's going to add some words on top of it. Mr. DJ, I don't want any more of this. This is not making happy clouds. This is not making happy trees. I just need birds. Take me, not my friends. I know Lucas made that pitch before, but I'm real good. You can take me. It's fine.
He looks at you as he's holding up the Gigazord's weapon. I told you, I want all of you. That is my bargain. You may take it, or you may leave it.
Okay. Sorry. And then firebolt. My first attack. Second attack probably hits at 23.
Definitely does.
Okay. So then 13 fire damage.
Yeah, you tag him again. And that just, like, in that instant, it smashes down and crushes part of the soundstage.
Sorry. I tried to give you a way out.
And that's your turn?
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, I could have gotten to my friends, I think, but I could have only done so much, I think. So.
That's understandable. This, let's be honest, this story does not have a happy ending. I think. He will take a legendary action.
Is my Zord still in one piece, by the way?
Oh yeah, he hasn't attacked Prowler yet.
Yeah.
He hits the Griffin Tor, and it heaves and shakes as pieces of it are sheared off by his record swing. Felix, I believe it is time for you to make a death saving throw for me.
Yeah. And, I think that Prowler, it mentions that if you're incapacitated, your Zord will try to take you to safety, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so, so you gotta save. That's a fail.
Fortunate. Prowler will grab a hold of you and try to get you out of the field of battle.
Yep.
Strahd will then take another legendary action. He will just barely miss swinging at the Gigazord a second time. As it, leans back out of the way, and he just looks very disgusted.
Do any of you guys have healing abilities?
I'm a barbarian, man.
Okay.
Tula's got some. Lucas, I believe it's time for you to make a death save.
It is.
That's safe. When did Lucas get knocked out?
You guys were both knocked down.
You were both one and done.
That's a fail.
Oh, so he got us both with the records. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that is one failure. Brutal. Marvin.
So, DJ's up on the stage right now.
Mm-hmm.
Two of my friends are down. What's my bear doing?
Your bear is kind of prowling around on the outskirts of the fight.
Gotcha, okay. How tall is the stage?
It's 5-6 feet maybe.
Okay. Can I take a running leap and try and get up on the stage?
Yeah, just roll me athletics.
Okay.
That's fine. Shouldn't be
Okay.
too bad.
That's a nat 20.
Oh. Just
Okay, so in
hang
that
time.
case, I'm just gonna back up a bit, and I want to do one of those things where, parkour style, where you push up onto it and then stick your legs through, and then you roll.
Yeah, sure.
While holding my glaive as well. And if I can do it all in one fluid motion, I'd like to do that running leap up onto the stage and try and just stab the glaive right through him.
Do it.
Okay, rolling to hit. Not so great. That is a 15 total.
Not enough. So
Okay.
you roll up, you do the thrust, and he catches it between two of his fingers.
Oh,
Oh.
sexy. I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
So my network weapon is that my glaive, my network
Yes.
weapon?
Mhm.
Okay, then I guess I'll bonus action dismiss it so that he lets go of it, and I'll put it back in my hand.
Okay, yeah. So you do that, you just...
And I'm ready to fight again, so.
Yeah. Let's see, so that was 1, 2. Yeah, at the end of your turn, he will do his third legendary action. And try and finish this pesky mech off. There it goes. Crunch! And he just swings up with the record and just shears the mech in half with it. and the griffin and the unicorn tumble out. Do they make their dex saves? They do not.
Oof.
So they will each take 16 falling damage as they are unceremoniously launched.
Yeeted.
Yeah.
Yeeted.
Indeed, the yeet. They will stand. They will charge in because they really don't have any other recourse at this point to keep their friends safe. Only one of them gets a hit in. It just barely nicks the DJ. In response to this affront, he cuts them both down.
Okay.
Tula.
Okay. How far away is he from Tula?
At this point, 40, maybe 50 feet.
Okay. Well, Tula is just hysterically crying. Where are Felix and Lucas, according to me?
Felix is getting carried by Prowler off to the side, probably like 30 feet or so.
Okay. Then I'll try to make my way to Lucas and do Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So he heals 10. But then I'm also gonna just walk towards DJ again and be like, it's okay, you don't need everyone. Don't be greedy this Christmas.
Don't want to be on the naughty list.
And I'll try to charm him again, even though I know better.
Sure. He turns to you, and he's right there. Right at you blink, and he's just there. And he runs a finger ever so softly down your cheek. Oh, but don't you know? I always get what I want.
She shakes, and that's all she can do.
Mm-hmm. Felix, I need you to go ahead and make another death saving throw for me.
Ooh, good job.
Okay, that is one success. All right. Another legendary action. He turns to Marvin, points his fingers, and a record just shoots out from between them at you. Let's see. Can we get hits? Let's find out. Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
That will most certainly hit. So that is going to do just 42 magical slashing damage.
I'm down.
Just 42.
Even with your rage?
Oh, halved. Right, okay.
Oh no,
so,
you don't have magic resistance, I'm sorry.
yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm down. Goodbye.
Oh. Lucas?
Okay, I come to. half my movement's just getting up.
Yep.
I see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't run away from this guy. But I can piss him off.
That's the spirit.
Stuff's pretty much still there. I'm taking off the recaster. I'm taking off the ring. I'm putting it on the book in the middle of all this. And I'm self-destructing it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Is the DJ guy after our recast things?
He's after power
Okay.
and guardians.
Okay.
He
So
doesn't get this.
okay, so what form of self-destruction are you looking for here?
I give it all to you. It can be as quiet as possible or explosive as possible. It's
Okay.
in your hands. I trust you, my friend.
I appreciate this trust. And I will give you a thematic as appropriate for this. Let's see if this is what I want it to be. You were taught this ritual probably by your mentor long ago. The final move of the Toxic Angel, should it ever come to this. It's never had to be used before, but you figure now is as good a time as any. Hopefully it'll... Even if it doesn't beat him, it sure as hell will make him mad. To this day in Baraveia, they still talk about the day that the DJ's soundstage out in the fields was destroyed. They don't say who, because they don't really know who was out there that day. It might have even been somebody who came in from outside. They don't know. They try not to speculate too much for the Toscanos here. All they do know is that there was a big explosion of green fire. It took almost... It looked like the wings of an angel. Some say maybe the Morning Lord intervened. But that devilish DJ limped away. And he had 5 people with him still. And it's from those 5 people that came the Knights of Baraveia. His fierce and terrible lieutenants. But those lieutenants left their own lives behind. Back in Vector Valley. They came to Baraveia, but they may have also saved Vector Valley at the cost of themselves. But what did they leave behind? Who did they leave behind? Well, we know some of that story. Maybe we'll find out some more another time. But that's all we have for tonight's fire. So let's go around the board and see how people are doing. Starting with Pope.
Hey everybody, Pope here. Pope World Bill on Twitter and on the Twitch. I lurk in all your streams. Oh, that was a story. If you're looking for more things with my silly face, you can catch me over on channel Other Duck as we begin the holiday season. with a fiasco.
I'm so sad I couldn't get in on it, but sounds like
It
it's
is going to be a time. And if you want to see a series of train wrecks for the holiday season, you can tune in for most Tuesdays of this month to see Fiasco. Those of you who have more of a weird Western itch to scratch, you can see me over on Tales from the Grim on Mondays, starting back up on the 9th of this month, doing Deadlands, The Road to Desperation, and maybe a few other places too on that channel as the holiday season continues to give gifts. But we will see that in the future. As for tonight, that was one hell of a story and one hell of an origin for what our unfortunate regulars are certainly going to have to face. And guys, if you're going to end up at PAX, seek Matt out. With Killer GM, you never roll wrong. And on that note, it's been wonderful to play with a few of my regular friends, and Nala, it's been great, an absolute pleasure to play with you. Can't believe this is your second stream. Completely hats off to you. So much respect. Love having you here. And for all of you watching live on the VOD or on YouTube, love you as well. Take care this holiday season. I'll see you all around.
Schmantabulous. Nala, you got some parting thoughts for us tonight?
This was so much fun. Thank you so much for having me on. This was my second stream ever and my first D&D stream, because my first stream actually was Dungeon World, which was really interesting and a fun system. I've never played a new system before prior to that. This was so much fun. Again, thank you so much for having me on. Even though I had no context for this, I loved all y'all's characters and everything. If you want to come find me, I'm on Twitter at Nala Wu. I'm on Instagram and most other social medias at Nala Draws. If you want to witness a game that I'm in, actually, Matt is playing in a game that I'm helping to run. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm sort of like a co-writer, but it's called The Depths Above. There's links somewhere on my Twitter, and I'll probably post another one if people are interested. But I play an NPC in that, and I've been helping to sort of write the plot and the story and develop the characters. But yeah, that's a thing that I'm doing, and so we have spectators. It's a play-by-post game played over Discord. It's science fiction, horror, thriller stuff.
Yeah, it's starting to get rolled up really fast here.
Oh yeah, the stuff's happening. So if you want to witness all of that wildness, I'll probably post another link tonight. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for having me here, and for everyone watching, thank you.
Loved having you here. Fantastic, our first guest, and we're so happy that you came on.
I was your first guest.
You are.
You did so good.
You were awesome.
So good.
I loved everything Marvin was about, and you just you rolled with all of our crazy punches, and can't thank you enough. Corey, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. That was an awesome story as always. I can't wait to see what evil Wild Strider is going to be like. If any of you guys are looking for me, I'm Corey Sparks, also known as Hyperlight Sparks. You can find me on Twitter at HyperlightSparks1, I think it's what it is, and on YouTube as Corey Sparks, even though I haven't updated that in a long, long time, but you can still contact me there. And there we go.
Oh, I'm gonna be at PAX if anyone else is gonna be there. PAX Unplugged in like a week or something.
Like half of our regular cast and myself are gonna be there, so we'll do thing.
I can meet y'all in person.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, I won't be able to get to PAX, but
next time. We'll see about next time. We'll make it a big thing.
yeah, maybe.
Great. And of course, Christy.
Hi, I'm trying to not cry because I get overly emotional.
No, it's okay. I know I put you through the ringer here on this one.
Every time, Matt.
Sorry.
I really wanted Tula to, you know.
Well, if Tula goes against Romy, I'm gonna bawl outright. That's all I have to say.
So these characters going to be villains in the main campaign now?
More than likely. Don't let Matt's cute face fool you.
That's fucking great, man.
That's gonna be twisted to see, like evil Tula. That's gonna be like.
I know, that's
Oh.
the most terrifying. Oh my god.
Well, I'm Christy. You can find me at Polish Christy at Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. I play Romy Goldfang in the regular stream that we do, and I love her to death, but I also just grew really fond of Tula, so this is gonna be heartbreaking. And Nala, you did amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. As always, Corey Pope, I love you to death. We're missing our other cast members, and I miss them dearly. I'm blanking because I'm tired, but I love you all, and I'm really happy that we do this all the time.
So happy with this. This has been a wonderful stream. Everybody's so lovely on here. And what else is there to say about it? As for me, I'm of course Matt, your Killer GM. You can find me on Twitter at the Killer GM, where I'll post rants, ravings, etc. You can find me lurking in various servers, mainly over on Tales from the Grim, where I'll show up on occasion doing things. And apparently I have a meat grinder fixture on Encounter Roleplay. It happens from time to time on occasion. They're getting their new season geared up, so we'll see what happens there. Otherwise, yes, I will indeed be at PAX along with some of the other members of our illustrious cast. I have a tournament I am running there, so if you are one who does not mind a bit of PvP action, I am running the Killer GM Open. It does have prizes for showing up as well as winning, so that will be going on across the weekend. I also have some delves I can run at request, as well as I will be bringing a couple of non-D&D games to kind of do some other things, including the dwarfiness that is Avarice. So if you want to figure out what it's like to run a dwarf fortress, that would be the way to do it. Otherwise, you can find us there doing our thing. Love you all so much. This stream is just I don't know how we keep doing it, but I love what we do and who I do it with. So
Can I post a link to?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. Here, this is an invite link if anyone wants to go see the Depths Above.
Yeah, the Depths Above Discord, which Riley is one of our runners on that. So
yes, Riley is the main facilitator person, and I've just been dragging them along and just popping NPCs out of nowhere because we originally had 2.
Yeah,
it was gonna be 2.
There were 2 NPCs, and now they're backing this whole role behind us. It is very much in the vein of Alien and a little bit of
very heavily inspired.
Yeah, very heavily like Alien, a little kind of Event Horizon. I'm also getting a little bit of the Thing vibes, and I have been told I am not too far off the mark, which absolutely gives me the heebie-jeebies in my ways. So get in that Discord, give it a watch, talk with the people who are playing. Everybody in there is just as wonderful as the people on this stream. Can't go wrong. I love the communities that I get to be a part of, and so yeah, gosh, we're getting down to the wire here on this. So folks, I'm just gonna tell you now, thanks for rolling with the Killer GM. You can always bet your life on us. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.